Alright, I'm making this video in bed because I am very, very lazy. We're going to talk about middle school survival uh, guides, advice, I guess. You can use this. I used it, and I'm going to tell you about some stories that are crazy, and I hope you enjoy it. Alright, first things first. Always go by the syllabuses, school supplies, everything. Just like don't forget anything, because if you go to class and end up having purple, yellow, orange pens and you need blue and black, then you screwed. I mean, just don't. Because I was taking a writing assignment thing, and my teacher had walked by me like several times, and she didn't say anything. But of course, this teacher hated me, so she, when we were done and we had to turn it in, she saw my paper and she threw it at me, and she said she's not grading it. And I asked her why, and of course she told me because I wrote in red pen. Well, you walked past me 4 or 5 times and you didn't say anything, so I'm guessing it was okay. And then she said, well, you know by the syllabus, you're supposed to not write with red pen. I said, well, of course I know that. She said, you signed it saying that you weren't going to write in red pen. I said, well, guess what? I wrote in red pen, and you walked past me literally 7 times, and you didn't even say a word, and you looked at my paper several times, and she was like, yeah, doesn't give you a reason to write in red pen. I said, that gives me the perfect reason. Like, everybody was like backing me up in class. But I mean, if you just stay nice to people, so that way you will get that support. Just if you have a teacher who hates you, just don't push her buttons. I mean, I pushed her buttons several times that year just to make her mad. But I mean, that's just me. Another thing that'll help is be a good person. Don't be one of them people who are really mean and want to be really popular, so they'll do whatever it takes to get that. And just don't do that, because it'll be really, really mean and weird, and people won't like you. Another thing is be yourself. If you be yourself, you won't have to worry about stuff like that. It's just common sense. Just be yourself. It's like that easy. Something else. I'm trying to think of like stories that have happened. This is for me making like that teacher who hated me really, really mad. It was like the second to last day of school, and she said, we're gonna go outside, and you're like, yay! And I was wearing sandals that day, and sandals was getting really uncomfortable and junk. And so I took them off when we were outside, and she goes, put your shoes back on. Everybody outside practically had their shoes on, but she had to come and pick the black person out, of course, which was me. And I wasn't the only black person. I was probably the only one that she wanted to check, see if I was being a good person or whatever. I don't know. But she was like, you not supposed to have your shoes off. And I said, well, I have my shoes off. And then she got mad, and basically she just got real mad at me for some stupid thing. I don't know. But then she put me in timeout, people. She put me in timeout. She made me sit down on the edge of the platform or whatever, and sit there for 30 minutes. And I said, I'm not about to sit here. She goes, yes, you are. Otherwise, I'm going to write you up. I said, go ahead and write me up. But this is the second to last day of school. What's the point? Go ahead and write me up. Go ahead, write me up. She was like, sit down here. So I stood there, wasn't like an answer. She's like, sit down. I was like, no. She's like, sit down. So I sat down just because my feet got tired. Like I told them, she was killing me. They were like I think they were one size smaller than they were supposed to be. And like they were all ragged and stuff, because I knew something was going to happen today. And beauty hurts, people. Beauty hurts. Alright, so then I had got up so I could walk away when she turned around. And she's like, sit down. I was like, ugh, right? And then, like, all my other teachers liked me, It was just her. Like, she had no reason not to like me. I was really good in language arts. Grades was up, and I was always making A's in her class because language arts is easy, of course. And she basically got on my tail for no reason, apparently. And like all the teachers, they don't like her. They don't like her worth anything. Like, no one liked her worth anything. Just like they couldn't like, if everything based on people liking her to save the world, no one would buy it. Anyway, so the teachers saw me sitting there, and like people were coming up to me and like, what was she doing? Why was she yelling at you? And like I was telling them what happened, they were like, oh no, I'm gonna whoop her. Beep 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 beep. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, you go do that. Tell me how it goes. And so the teachers had came by me, you know, the one who's my favorite, Miss Gaines. I love you. She had came over. She said, "Why are you just sitting here? Aren't you having fun?" I was like, "Cause Miss Cuts put me in timeout." Oh my god! I was like, I was like fake crying. So I was like, "Miss Cuts put me in timeout," and she's like, "Okay." And so, hey, yeah, and so she's like, "Get up and go, you know, go have fun or whatever." And then she went to talk to Miss Cuts, and I'm like, "No, it's cause." No, Miss Cuts has saw her come towards me, and so Miss Cuts was like, "Come on, get up." I was like, "What? 30 minutes hasn't been over yet." And then she goes, "Get up." I was like, "Okay," and I just walked off. And then like Miss Cuts, like, cause she knows other people don't like her, and like she's had children go up to the office and complain about her, and she, you know, she's just trying to like keep everything she does to me a secret. But like, I just never kept my mouth shut. Like, I always spoke out. I always, you know, when I felt something was wrong, and I think that's one of the reasons why she didn't like me. But I didn't care. What else? So even if a teacher doesn't like you, stand up for what you believe in, because if you're always a suck up, yes, it'll get them to like you. Some teachers don't like that though. Yes, they'll get you to like you most of the time, but it's not worth it. Like, it really isn't worth it. Like, if you feel something isn't right, just, you know, stand up for what you believe in. You're never too small or never too young to change what's in your heart, what you feel inside. It's never too late. I know that's like a little cliche, but I mean, it's true. What else? I've had several teachers who